Hello darlings. God, it seems like ages since I've recorded anything, unless you include live streams. You join me in Lewis Hamilton. It is, Christ, what day is it? Tuesday. It's Tuesday afternoon, and it's time we went to work. Oh, this bloody alarm. Now, I think I've got to the bottom of... Ooh. I think I've got to the bottom of Lewis's woes. I'm pretty sure that it's a small £10 part that's causing the problems. And it's the temperature sensor, I reckon. That had been suggested before, but it makes total sense now. Everything else has kind of settled down. And so what's happening at the moment is the choke isn't kicking in when it should do. So, I mean, obviously it's warmer now, it's no longer winter, but it still could do with a bit of choke on startup. So Lewis struggles to tick over when it's cold, as you can possibly hear. And the other issue is the radiator fan isn't kicking in when it should. So if you're sitting at idle, not moving, then the temperature gauge will go up. And to my mind, both of those could be easily explained by this temperature sensor, which is dead easy to change apparently, and only costs I think it's about a tenner 15 quid, and I should be able to change it myself. So that is on the list of things to do. I need to give you all a proper fleet update really, but there you go, that's part of it. And obviously we need to sort Minge Bag, and we need to get a battery on Minge Bag. Now, I have been spectacularly skint for the last few weeks. Stuff bouncing left, right and centre, rent not being fully paid, but taking the old sensible pill, got some things up for sale, and in the very ultra short term I solved issues by doing a deal with Mustard on Andy Pandy. So basically, here we go. So basically, Mustard now owns Andy Pandy again. So that's all good. I presume he had a couple of quid from the deal he did on Toby Charles. So that's okay. That's sorted this week out anyway. Paid the rest of my rent. All good. So and then in the, God, I'm being ping ponged left, right and centre, getting a lot of Facebook Marketplace messages at the moment. So I've put some cars on Facebook Marketplace, and in the medium term we need to get the old fleet down to a more manageable number, get some cars turning over to add a bit of extra income. So that's the one side, and then on the other side, hopefully the restaurant stuff will be kicking off, and so, you know, outgoings going down, income coming up, hopefully. So, you know, Mustard always says that you have to hit absolute rock bottom. No torque, change gear. That was torque with a Q. I'm just reminding myself that you have to actively drive this little thing, because You have no torque, you only have revs at your disposal to make progress. I love this little car, I really do. Takes you back to a happier, simpler time of motoring. Mustard always says that you have to really hit rock bottom and then things will get better, things will look up. He genuinely believes that, and that's what he tells himself when things are shitty. And God knows things have been pretty shitty for me. I got so anxious and depressed that there were 3 days where, apart from going to work, I couldn't leave the house, and going to work took a bit of effort as well. But I'm feeling a lot more positive now, and hopefully from here the only way is up. Definitely enjoying this. Oh, fleet. So other news on the fleet. Sheeson is laid up at work. We sorted the front brakes, but now the back brakes need sorted as well. So again, that'll have to wait until I've got a couple of bob, get discs and pads for the back, and have a day at the yard with Mustard and try and get those sorted. What else? No updates on Stickbert, no updates on Boo. Oh, there is an update on Boo. Somebody's coming to look at her tonight. Obviously I'm not going to be there, but they wanted to come and have a look anyway, and I said that's fine, doesn't matter that I'm not there, come and have a look. And they're very interested. So no updates on Dickie Dum Dum, except that Dickie Dum Dum is now up for sale as well. And no updates on Windsor Davis. What else is there? Oh, Minge Bag I've talked about. Yeah, that's about it. That's about it in fleet news. I'll do a proper walk around video at some point. Oh, this is fun. This is fun. I swapped into Lewis on Saturday night. Yeah, I swapped into Lewis halfway through Saturday night when I realised that the rear brake pads on Sheeson, one of them has actually gone down to metal, and he was a bugger to drive at first, only because of the issues of size. The pedals are too small, the pedal box is really cramped, and it took me a while to figure out where to have my feet and whatnot. But having figured that out, he's a joy to drive now, and the engine has kind of sorted itself out. There's no misfiring, no over revving or anything. So a bit of use has done him the world of good. He just needs that temperature sensor changing, I think, and then he's good. But I'm loving whizzing about in him. And what else? Oh, thank you to everybody who supported the first proper joint live stream last night. The numbers were amazing, very pleasing indeed, and thank you for your support and lovely feedback. Right, I'm going to bugger off and listen to some Radio 4.